Hello everyone, this is Bill Kim, a project leader of CS 5800 startup project. Today, I'm going to walk you through DocWeaver, a modular pattern-driven document processing engine. In this presentation, I'm going to explain the architecture, design pattern usage, team contributions, and the run full end-to-end demo using DocWeaver Story Demo class. Even if you are a junior developer with only Java fundamentals, everything will make sense because each module is built around clean interface and patterns that remove complexity. So before we going we are worked through with introductions and architectures and then the design patterns and the reviews and conclusion. So let's just start. Before we go, what is DocWeaver? DocWeaver ingests the raw documents, extracts the structured data, moves the documents through an approval workflow, export the structured data, map in the external system like a CRM or any other external systems. And finally, allows searching across the process documents. It's essentially a fully modular ETL pipeline for documents, but built cleanly with the separation of concerning and design pattern. Let's quickly review our main modules of the architecture overview. First module, it's uploading. So it's using command module, command pattern. It decouples UI, workflow, and infrastructure. Second module is extraction. It uses a strategy to support different document types. Uses queue and process model. Third one, approval module. It uses the state pattern, represent the life cycle of documents like a review, approve, export. Fourth module, export structured data module, which uses the strategy and adapter patterns. So it's used creating like the various types of the document type. Next, export module. It uses the adapter pattern, cleanly ingest with the CRM and ERP. Finally, it uses the strategy model and template, supports the keyword, metadata, fuzzy search, such and so on. So these modules are independent and testable, which allows the multiple developers to work without conflict. Next, why design pattern? Design patterns make the system easier to maintain and extend. Instead of using the giant if-else block or duplicated logic, each pattern gives us a predictable structure. For example, strategy pattern makes export format and search algorithm pluggable. State pattern cleanly models approval lifecycle. Command pattern decouples actions from the caller. Adapt pattern keeps external system logic out of the core domain. So these design patterns allows a junior developer to safely add new behavior without breaking existing code. These types of design patterns construct our modules like export structured data. It's using the strategy patterns, and then plug-in architecture using strategy interface. Using export strategy, JSON export strategy class, and so on. Another example, map to external system, uses the adapter pattern, convert DocWeaver documents into ERP or accounting formats, any other external systems. Clean separation using adapter interface. To use external format, QuickBook adapters, and so on. Another sample, search modules. Using strategy pattern and template method, allows to keyword, metadata for search, common workflow with overridable step, flexible for future search method. So using the search strategy classes. So let's see the full story demo with the actual source code. I created the DocWeaver story demo class for this demo. This demo is making you the step-by-step process from the uploading data to the searching it. So I'm gonna work through you one by one. So I could run this module. The first step is uploading data. When the uploading data is run, using like a upload document commander Java. So when it executes, it's encapsulated the one business action uploading the document. So when the commander invoker called execute without knowing how upload works, document repository you store the data entirely in memory, like the simulating the database. Command upload is the new upload document command, and using upload execute. So in this module, using design pattern is the decouples what is done from the who triggers it, makes uploadly usable, and eliminate the UI. So business logic is coupling itself, which means if tomorrow I add the such as delete document command or reprocessing document command, I don't need to touch existing code. Let's move on to next step. Next step, we're talking about the processing extraction job. So it using the extraction job processor. Extraction job processor classes pulls job from the queue, orchestrated extraction. This extraction engine selects the strategy based on the document type. So this concrete strategy using such as invoice extraction strategy, class is strategy factory. In the strategy factory, get using the extract the features from the document. So in this module, design patterns using the strategy pattern. So there is no if else clause for the choosing type. Each document type owns its extraction logic. In the pipeline, Upload does not know extraction, and extraction does not know approver. So it's completely isolated the logic from logic in the pipeline. So this module supports a new documents type as one class, not the rewriting. Move on to the next module. It's approval lifecycle. So approval lifecycle using the state pattern. So this approval record services class is concrete state like in review, approved, export, creating each state, and approval context, record approval services using those methods, and each control, each method controls what operations are allowed and what next valid transition is. So this state design pattern eliminates invalid transition behavior changes by object, not conditioners, makes lifecycle rules explicit and readaptable. So you cannot export documents that was never approved. So this code is physically prevented. All right, move on to the next module. Next module is intentionally combine the two separate modules to show clean composition. So it's external system client, and adapters is using like a CRM system adapters and accounting system adapters. And these adapters using the gate system gateway. And using get client module or get client function to get which adapter is going to be used. So these adapter patterns allows the core domain never sees the other external formats, and external systems are replaceable. So there is no lock-in to the vendors. Darkweaver does not change whenever the external system changes. It's only creating another adapters and then working perfectly same way to the system. And the other module in the step 4 is export strategy. So export strategy allows to the this export service module, and then there is the export method is allowed to the export the various styles of the format of your data. So in this one is using the same strategy idea in the of extraction, and export formats are plugged in, not branches. Okay, move on to the Finder. Finder is the search module. Search module is the definitely need to the services like us. So this document search services allows the creating those the search and smart search method. So this one is using the design pattern of the strategy pattern and template method. So search strategy using the get strategy, and then it's the can search by search type like by the keyword. So this design patterns is the strategy patterns allows you different search algorithm and template methods share the workflow or no duplication. So if I add the semantic search later, existing search keep searching module is to keep working. So this this is the kind of the brief workflow of our Docweaver pipeline, and then you can see that the each design patterns uses for the right place for the clean and isolated module through the workflow. Okay, and back to the slide, and then I want to talk about the team distributions. We were the three members of the team, and then me, myself, and Amir and Eric. Amir is taking care of the export modules. It's like a beginner friendly types of the coding style, and Eric handles of the external system connection. So it's more like connecting to the or different styles types of the system into our module. And then myself, Bill Kim, lead developer, and then trying some mapping and integration and architecture design for our system. So I'd like to thank to the both developers. Amir did excellent job for the implementing export structured data. And then the Eric is handles the external connection module, implementing a flexible and pluggable architecture. So this split is maximize the parallel development because of the module does not depend on each other tightly. I put the grade for each members in the submission documents, and then I'm happy to give it to them for grade. All right. Before we conclusion, I'd like to additionally adding the brief positioning of our module Docweaver in the larger document processing ecosystem with a comparing like industrial level services such as AWS TextRack, Google Document AI, or Azure Form Recognizer. Those kind of the industrial level services are very amazing. Like a TextRack is extremely advanced for OCR and field extraction. So when you upload the PDF, you get a great result for the text tables and then features and from the successfully from your complex documents. But Docweaver, we solved the completely different problem. As we see through the demo, Docweaver is not just the extraction engine, it's end-to-end document processing pipeline. It handles an entire life cycle from the upload to extraction, selection, approval workflow to export, system integration, and even document search. So in short, TextRack gives you extract data. Docweaver manages the whole document journey. And there is another important difference of the Docweaver is extensibility. Docweaver is designed to evolve, adding a new export format, new search strategy, a new type of the external system integration. There is no modification to existing module, just a plug into new class. That's the beauty of our system. So if you want, Docweaver complements the TextRack. If ever one is the integration TextRack inside of that, Docweaver can use the part of our system. So conclusion, Docweaver is the now fully modular, extensible platform where each module is isolated, testable, and parent drive. The full story demo shows that the entire system from the upload, extraction, approval, export, and search work as the clean pipeline. Thank you for watching for this presentation, and I'm happy to answer your question.